Yeehaw, guys.
Well, Amanada's movie corner this week.
I was just going to say, it's Amanada's movie corner over here at Pod in the City. We're here every week reviewing new movies in the theater, and I have recruited recently Amanda to get her ass into the theaters to be seeing these movies immediately. And you know what happened? This
I wanted to kill you.
This woman.
What?
She is a real one because she went and saw 2 new movies. Well, maybe she might have pirated one. She never told me she went to the one.
I pirated one. I didn't go to one of them.
And in the same period of time, I was unable to see anything. And so this is going to be Amanda reviewing. And I do have deep prodding questions because as we know, Daddy Pedro just happens to be in Fantastic Four, First Steps, I believe is what it's called, and Eddington. These are our 2 movies we're going to review this week. So if you're interested, hit subscribe, hit like, leave us a comment. Did you see Fantastic Four or Eddington? Yeah, did you? Let me know, babes. So here's Amanda. It was interesting. We got a comment over on our Patreon. Check out our Patreon. It's patreon.com/podinthecity. This week we're doing Smash. We do episodes of Vanderpump Rules, all kinds of other stuff. Check out over there because we got a comment from one of our fabs, Gabriel. The way I just said that made it, if you...
Sounded like you said fab.
Gabriel, please don't hate. I didn't, babe. You know what I said. Anyway, Gabriel left a comment that was like, you know what? I saw Eddington and it gave me such bad anxiety. And I think Amanda's going to love it, but John is 100% going to hate it. And so Amanda, though, has been trying to gaslight me since she saw it to be like, I think you're really going to like it. I think you're going to really like it.
You will.
So I want to know if you had to choose right now in the movie theaters, which of these 2 movies, I already know the answer, but would you go see Fantastic Four First Steps or Eddington?
Eddington, but Fantastic Four may be more fun to see in the theaters. It's just, I don't want to pay to see a movie that I would never actually see if I didn't have to for the show.
Okay, so I am a Marvel fan. I was actually kind of looking forward to this Fantastic Four.
Oh, okay. You can still be excited. You're going to have a good time.
I am excited, and trust me, I know that we have tastes that are all over the place with each other even. So I'm like, oh, who cares? I'm actually very excited because I have not seen either of these, but I'm going to see them. And I'm going to implore you, if you watch us, I'm going to actually commit it right here to film and whatever we're doing. I'm going to make a short video of my reaction to this movie since we'll have already had to put this out. So check out our YouTube page because I'm going to throw that as a short of when I go see this. I'll see if I agreed with Amanda. And then when I see Eddington, I'll see if I agreed with Amanda or if I agree with Gabriel.
Oh, no, I definitely want to follow up about Eddington. We can just talk about it next week. We can talk about it in the movies.
So tell me what happens in Eddington, but without spoilers.
There's no way to really spoil this because it's very Ari Aster. I've only seen Hereditary, but it reminds me of Hereditary in that it's kind of a slow burn at the beginning, but I would say for this movie, it's 100% necessary because you need to kind of get to know the characters a bit, but it's not boring. It's just, you're getting to know this person, Joaquin Phoenix. He's the sheriff of a small town. It's May 2020, so COVID has just hit.
Okay.
And so it's been 2 months since you and I had to cancel on going to see Company on Broadway with Patti LuPone.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So immediately you're like, oh, this is a COVID movie? So you're a little bit uncomfortable, but then as you're going on, you're realizing, actually, it's crazy that this happened. We all just kind of went through that, and now we're all just back to living our normal lives again. It's wild. And I said this on Monday, but to me, it was very much a representation of, both sides of this were so annoying. We're all insufferable. However, I think that everyone just should have just put your fucking mask on and shut the fuck up. That's my opinion on the whole fucking thing. But anyway, I digress.
I'm going to tell you a tiny sidebar, which made me laugh this week. I got a message on Grindr. Okay. Someone messages me and is like, hey, are you unvaxxed? And I was like, huh? And they're like, have you gotten the COVID vaccine or whatever? And I think this might get us demonetized. Don't you get in trouble for talking about COVID or whatever? And then underneath, and then my response, always the comedian. I was like, oh, is the vaccine transmitted anally? Like, no response. Anyway, but if you want more of that, guys, check us out.
So they want you to be did they want you to be vaccinated?
I genuinely think that they don't want someone who's had the vaccine, because there are people who believe that there's like this shedding that happens where like something comes. Guys, I don't know. I got the vaccine.
There was like the first case of measles in like 80 years recently because people aren't getting their fucking kids vaccinated. But
wait, you mean that I shouldn't listen to my uncle on Facebook and I should listen to, I don't know, doctors and scientists? I mean, what a freaking idea.
Well, anyway.
Back to Eddington. Sorry. Yeah.
Back to Eddington. It's about that. Then, like in Hereditary, about a quarter of the way into the movie, or a third, it like takes a shift.
Okay.
But you're following and then George Floyd happens, and then you're just kind of seeing how this small town reacted to that. And then you have all these woke ass annoying teens and like young people who are like, just really being protesting, and they're well intentioned, but you're still watching this like, oh my God, like shut up. And then it just,
I believe in protesting. So.
What?
I believe in protesting.
I believe in protesting too, but they're clearly drawing these characters to be
obviously they're trying to probably like, I haven't seen it again, but I'm gonna put ideas together. Is that they're trying to show like what is that performative activism is? Yes, and social
theater for social change was a class I took in college. It's
like doing it though, not to actually.
Performative, yes, performative protesting.
I see. Okay, so ultimately, did this give you were you anxiety ridden?
Well, once shit starts happening, then it's like, we're going now. And like, this shit is not slowing down. And it is wild. But for nothing else, and it is funny too. That's the other thing, is it's like, it's dark as shit, but like, it's funny. It has like a lightness and humor to it. And I'm impressed that Ari Aster even touched this topic. And if you're there are some performances out there in history, like Marion Cotillard in La Vie en Rose, where you're watching this, like, this is an Oscar performance. And I think Joaquin Phoenix is doing that here. Like 20 minutes in, I turned to Justine and I'm like, he should win an Oscar for this.
I don't like Joaquin Phoenix.
I don't really care about him either way, but like, and I know he already has 2 Oscars, but I would give him one for this. It's so good.
My question, which is the divide, or the what do they call that? The connective tissue, the connective. All I can think is about a penis is like Daddy Pedro.
Okay.
Did you like Daddy Pedro in Eddington better or him as Reed Richards in Fantastic Four: First Steps?
Fantastic Four, Pedro is kind of just white man, 40s. I'm smart and I can start.
Okay. Because that was my perspective going in. Like, again, I haven't seen this yet. I'm going to see it probably tonight. Mind you, someone's going to be watching this being like, what kind of movie review Jasmine? But I thought we could do the idea of like, asking someone and like telling me, should I go? Mind you, probably won't listen in the end anyway. But my question was like, to me, Pedro Pascal is like charming, hot, like charismatic. So whenever I think of the role of like Reed Richards, now Amanda doesn't probably have any idea of Fantastic Four previously, but I've seen all the Fantastic Fours before. So I understand like the concept of him is like a scientist, like a very intelligent man. And he's just kind of a
concept of this. Nothing. I was watching this and I'm like, if I had known about this as a kid, I liked comic books. I always read Archie comics and I liked the spin-offs and stuff, Sabrina and Josie and the Pussycats. I love the concept of this. It's kind of like The Incredibles, right? Isn't it kind of?
Yeah, it's to me, it also gives me X-Men vibes.
Sure, and I kind of like that. Like each person has a different power, so I would like that. It was very like easy to watch, but just Pedro Pascal in this, the character doesn't lend for much character work. Whereas in Eddington, he did do character work. He was funny in Eddington too. He plays like the mayor who's very liberal, and then the sheriff, Joaquin Phoenix, is more on the side of like, well, we shouldn't have to wear masks, and like I'm just trying to like, this person has asthma and he has asthma. I forgot about that as a major plot point.
Uh-huh.
So he's like, you're kind of watching this. You're like, everyone's kind of human. There's no bad, awful person that's on the wrong side here. You're just kind of like, we were all just doing our best, I guess. But then it takes
I feel, unfortunately, like Eddington may trigger me. Because I probably lean more to that liberal.
Because you're just watching, and there'll be like stacks of toilet paper at like the rich people's house, like it's just things like that. But and then just them in going to the grocery store, and everyone's like lined up outside the store, and people are getting into fights, and you're like, I can't believe that was only a couple years ago. We were all dealing with that shit. But anyway, let's go and move on to Fantastic Four.
As we know, Fantastic Four has had different iterations. Now, for me, my Johnny Storm is
Mark Ruffalo.
Chris Evans, baby. And I'm so dumb I didn't put a photo of him in here because he is the finest. There is a scene where in the original, I don't know if it's the Fantastic Four or the like sequel, maybe it must be the original because he finds out that he can burn stuff and his clothes all burn up. So then he's walking like in a towel and he's like showing that he can like burn his fingers. And oh my God, that was an awakening for me, let me tell you. So I've had an issue with this Fantastic Four from the beginning, and that is the casting of Johnny Storm. Was he hot?
Is that this
Fire? The one on Fire.
Who is that guy?
That's the guy who played the part on Stranger Things where he did the face.
Oh, I've only seen the one season of that.
It's like he did the Chrissy Wake Up. He did that song, right?
Oh, I mean, again, I've seen one season of that, and I was drunk when I was watching it, so I don't remember.
Stranger Things isn't for me, unfortunately. I wanted to like it, but
it's a little too fan servicey for my liking. It's very like, look at this reference to the 80s. But
oh yeah.
No, everyone was good. All four of them had really good chemistry. I actually looked up behind the scenes of this, and they're all like actually unlike and just like that. They're all like in the same scenes with each other at the same time, including Ebon Moss-Bachrach, who I have an affinity toward because he looks a lot like my ex-boyfriend Rob, if you want to call him my ex-boyfriend. But that guy, remember that
what
guy
that does he play though?
The Rock. Yeah.
Oh, what's his name?
He's played by Ebon Moss-Bachrach, and he's from The Bear, and he's in Girls. Anyway, he's great. He's like maybe the most charactery person. It's a weird choice for this, but he was good. And his counterpart is what's her face? The woman who, God, what's her name? She's the
blonde one?
No. She was married. She dated Fred Armisen, and she's in American Pie, and everyone thought she was a lesbian, but she's like not. Do you know who I'm talking about? Hold on, I'm gonna pause this.
We had to pause to go to a full meltdown moment. It's Natasha Lyonne, guys.
Natasha Lyonne is for some reason in
She's in this?
Yeah, she kind of plays his like love interest, kind of. What I did like about this, and what I think you'll like about this, is that it is set in the 60s.
Yes.
And I loved that. That was so cool to see. But it was very 60s, the Jetsons, because they're kind of like living in the sky.
And I think that has been so far my most appealing like thing that I've seen about this version, Fantastic Four First Steps, is the overall aesthetic, and that they really they're doing a superhero movie that is timely. Now they did do that, not timely. What's that called?
Period.
I guess historical.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
They did that too with Captain America, but when Captain America's period piece is more like the World War, and to me that visual and that like red, white, and blue Americana-y thing isn't as striking and visually appealing as like the mod 60s retro vibe.
Oh, yeah, no, it was so cool. It was
that
lovely.
part I'm really pumped about. I think that maybe to wrap up this section, the movies for this week. First of all, hit subscribe, hit like. If you made it this far and you hate our opinions, write it. I don't care. Write in the comments. Say, I hate you guys. You have terrible takes on movies. I hate your guts. I think that gets us engagement. Big question. Now, we know that the character Reed Richards is, what is he? What's his name? Mr. Elastic? I can't remember the names. Mr. Fantastic.
Their powers are weird because each of them has like one power, but then a couple of them have like two random powers that don't really relate to each other.
But I think his name is Mr. Fantastic, right?
Pedro?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's the smartest guy on earth, but also he randomly can stretch.
His power is to stretch. This is where I'm going.
But he's also the smartest person in the world.
Follow me.
I read
well,
this.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I don't care if you're very smart. If this next, I'm thinking you may be able to follow where I'm going here. His character is positioned around the idea of stretching.
Yeah,
he can stretch to amazing lengths and shit.
Yeah.
How much did they utilize his full stretching power? Now, did they at all show his giant stretching?
No, there was no Jonathan Bailey in a harness, unfortunately. There was maybe a couple times where he was like,
don't mention Jonathan Bailey in the harness in Jurassic because I gotta step away.
He's so hot, the slutty little glasses. No, he'll be standing there and then he'll reach for a soda across the room, and that's pretty much what they did. He held there's a fight scene. I don't know. The movie went by really quickly, which I can always appreciate ADHD wise. I was like, this is moving along.
These characters are going to be in the next Avengers movie, right?
Who is?
These 4 characters. They're going to be in the next Avengers, I think.
Oh, okay, sure. I don't keep up with all that, but she has a baby at the end, and I didn't see the post-credit sequence because the Pirate Bay or the torrent that I had downloaded cut that off.
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I bought tickets to this, but I guess at the end it has the post-credit sequence is the baby, and they walk in, and the baby has a person in the room with the baby. I guess this is a spoiler alert. And then it reveals that it's a silver mask. And then I was reading that and I'm like, I don't know what that means. But
what does that mean?
So Dr. Doom is that person?
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be played by
Robert Downey Jr.
Which
is a weird casting, in my opinion.
Because he already was.
He already is Tony Stark.
But he died. I read all this.
But you're still in the same universe. So are they going to make it?
Is that canonized in there that Tony Stark is Dr. Doom?
No.
Oh, it isn't. Well, then why?
No.
Why are they using? Are they using him again because it's this is the Marvel world and Robert Downey Jr. is so important in it, so we want to keep paying it?
I think, and there's probably some Marvel fans out here. Let's get nerdy about what the Marvel universe has done. Let me rant here for a second. I was so locked in. Today my phrase is locked in.
Yeah.
I was locked in on Marvel. I saw every single one of their movies in theaters. By the time it was for Avengers Endgame, I was buzzed. I was floating in my seat.
I saw that one in the theaters.
When Captain America comes out and the audience screams because he's holding up Thor's hammer, I was screaming too.
Okay.
Then they decided that they needed to do more money grabs. They decided they were going to release 3 Marvel movies a year, and then they decided they were also going to do multiple Marvel series. All right. Now, for me, I'm fine with a series, but I can't watch something that you've decided to stretch out that you could have made a movie, and you've decided to stretch it out into a series for 8 episodes that are 45 minutes long each. I don't care at that point. So what you do to your audience is you've now alienated people, because if you don't watch the shows,
is that right?
In the movies that you're like, wait, what? You don't know who is happening. Just like whatever the last Marvel movie, while I liked it, can't even remember what is off the top of my head at this moment. Whatever the last Marvel one was, I actually liked it, but there were moments in it that I was like, oh, I only kind of know that because I saw a TikTok about this character being this in another series. You can't force your entire audience to have to follow this through line that starts so far back. Because even if I'm trying to recommend this movie to someone to see and be like, hey, go see Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, maybe this isn't that connected to Marvel, but it still is. They'd be like, oh, so yeah, what's it about? I'll be like, oh, well, it goes along in this line of this chain of other movies. And they're like, well, where do you start? Oh, well, you have to start at Iron Man 1. How many movies are in there? Oh, 75. And then there are, there's 12 series that you have to watch. It's like, and then they're like, well, fuck it. I'm not going to watch this.
This guy dated in New York made me watch WandaVision. And
I like WandaVision.
I don't know. I actually could follow it, but there were reveals happening in that I was like, How was that? How would I have known that if I wasn't watching it with this guy who knew the backstory?
You know, actually, I think it wasn't a Marvel movie that I'm talking about. I think it was the recent Superman movie, which I really liked. Go back and watch our review of the Superman movie from last week. I really liked it, but there were a lot of moments in that where it's like, oh, if you don't know that this character was previously this in this thing, like they showed the character Rick Flag. You saw Superman, right? That character Rick Flag has been in other movies, like before this. So like you would have, and so again, Marvel, I'm glad that we're reeling it back in a little bit. And I'm happy for you guys that you've finally made some movies that aren't getting completely critically panned.
Yeah, and it was just like a little installment is how I looked at it. It was, here's an episode of the Fantastic Four.
Great. And I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. You guys let me know in the comment. Let us know in the comments. Did you see it? Are you going to see it? And then make sure that you're subscribed over here because I'm going to commit to doing a first reaction impression.
Great.
It'll be very short. It'll be like 10 seconds. Amanda was right. This sucked.
Next week, we're going to talk about, we're both going to see, I already have tickets. What's it called? I want to call it Tomorrowland, but together, because we're coming up on spooky season.
I gotta say though, I'm not usually scared. Like scary movies don't really scare me, but there is something about the concept of this Together movie that genuinely horrifies me, because the idea of like having my body sucked and being like fused to another person.
Oh, man, get away from me.
Mind you, I'm an only child, have been my whole life, and I'm currently single and live alone. So the concept of being attached to another person right now would send me into psychosis. Anyway, make sure you guys hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment, and we're going to go into our next section. So check out the next video too in the series. And that's all about Trump getting roasted
by
South Park in only the way that South Park can.